Hey guys, doing some more exploring on another trail up in the mountains. I'm about 3,500 feet up in the mountains, Southern California. I've climbed about 2,500 feet so far. I'm hoping the trail is fully passable. I think it's June 22nd. 2019, the day after summer solstice, longest day of the year. I'm riding my ACM2, my second best wheel behind the Nicola. I thought I'd talk to you a little bit about the Nicola problems. So some of you know that my Nicola burned up on Overheat Hill last weekend, actually, and I took it apart, and a few of the MOSFETs blew, and I disassembled the control board further, and it looked like there was some film stuck to the bottom of the three MOSFETs, or the two blew for sure. The third one, it's not clear, but anyway, this film was on those MOSFETs. And the theory initially was that this was some backing material on this thermal transfer material that transfers the heat from the MOSFETs to the heat sink, the big metal heat sink. But subsequently, we have concluded that that's actually hot glue, and that's because whoever's building these boards, we kind of assume it's Gotway. The middle row of MOSFETs, when you flip this control board over on top of the heat sink, you can't get to this middle row of MOSFETs to place this thermal transfer sheet. So my theory, and I'm pretty confident based on all the other evidence, is that the Gotway is putting hot glue on a few MOSFETs, sticking the transfer sheet on top of the MOSFETs. Then they can flip the control board over and maintain the positioning of the thermal transfer sheet, and then screw everything down. Because the other three MOSFETs, or the other six MOSFETs row, that doesn't have this glue, and that's because once you flip the control board over, it's very easy to slip the thermal transfer sheet under those MOSFETs. So someone else just recently opened up their Nicola after hearing all about this, took their control board apart, I gotta hand it to them, and took the MOSFETs, totally disassembled it. And sure enough, the same MOSFETs on their board has the hot glue smeared on it. And there is another instance of Nicola burning up. I don't know the circumstances of it, but I feel pretty confident to say that it's not, they weren't on Overheat Hill. And that wheel's failed, and the control board's burned up, and I've seen pictures of it, and same thing, blown MOSFETs, and there's hot glue smeared on those MOSFETs. So Gotway's going to have to do a total recall of all the control boards. There's no way around it. If any of you guys have a Nicola, and I feel for you, I still think it's the best riding wheel out there right now. I don't think it's an engineering issue with the wheel. It's just a process issue with Gotway not controlling how these boards are assembled. I just can't believe I cannot believe there's an engineer that's looked at how they're assembling these boards. And if there is an engineer, that engineer is incompetent to know that to think that you can smear hot glue, which is a thermal insulator, between the MOSFET and the heatsink. It's really just stupid. So they're gonna have to, Gawai's gonna have to fix the process. They're gonna have to take all these control boards back, replace them with new ones. I'm sure they can reuse the control boards. They're just gonna have to take them apart and clean off all the glue and reassemble them. So really, I just do not see any alternative. Any of you guys that have Nicolas, personally, I wouldn't have an issue riding them in mellow conditions. But really, guys, don't push it. Don't push lots of amps through that board. I mean, that's a really powerful wheel, and I think you're just courting with disaster if you do that. Yeah, these wheels are dangerous enough. We don't need to have a ticking time bomb inside our wheel, not knowing when it's going to go off. So that's the update on the Nicola. Sad. It's reality. It's not the first Gawai screw up, that's for sure. But like their other issues they've had, they have always fixed them in the end, and we've had great riding wheels. So I am expecting great things of Nicolas, and I hope I get mine back eventually. I mean, I have mine, but I gotta wait for a new control board, and obviously a good new control board. So I'm gonna guess I'm not gonna be riding a Nicola until August. We'll see. I'll let you know, of course. Until then, I got wheels. I love my ACM, and that's what I'm riding now. And yeah, I got lots of choices. So, all right, well, I'm going to continue on this trail for a little while. Maybe I'll pop back in here, show you how I'm doing. But so far, it's kind of fun. This is really fun riding, and the weather's pretty nice. Down below the bottom, it's nice, but right now, basically, I'm up in the clouds, so it's nice and cool. But because of that, I don't have much of a vista to look at. Normally, this is really a beautiful area. All right. See you. Well, I'm making progress on this trail. Looks like I'm going to make it to where my destination I wanted to go. It's going to be down into a mountain road that's this happens. I prefer not to happen where I'm at, though, because I would have many miles of walking if this were to fail right now. No cell phone coverage for miles. It's a bit sandy here and tricky. I'll raise this up. I'm not sure if you can see, but I'll try and move the camera so you can see where I'm headed. There's a road down there, down at the bottom of a ravine. It's kind of cool, and then that connects up with other roads, and just beautiful rides. But yeah, I posted a couple videos maybe a couple weeks ago. One I was riding the Monster, and one was of Jesse on his MSX. That's all around here. There's I'm on the trails, but there's roads around here so it's just literally 50 plus miles of just gorgeous road riding, plus dozens of miles of trails like this. And this is just one area of Southern California. I'm so fortunate to live in, I don't know, I think it's EUC Nirvana. I really do, when you consider all the types of riding I can do, which you've seen, the weather. I can ride just almost every day of the year. Yeah, here you can see down there. That's where I'm going to be headed. Unless I find something totally impassable. Yeah, I want to also mention, maybe some of you have been hearing about the LA Games that Rama Douglas is putting together, and I think I'll be helping him a bit. Made it. ACM's not the best tire. We're going over big ruts in the road, but it makes it. Yeah, the LA Games. It's going to be very interesting. We're getting some good interest in this. It's going to be, I'll put a link down below, but it's going to be mid-October in Los Angeles, kind of north of Los Angeles, but if I were to predict the weather months in the future, based on that time of the year, we will have just gorgeous weather. And I'm going to be off that whole week. I won't be working. So even though the games is one day, any of you guys that want to come from out of town, we can go up here. It's going to be a lot of just fun opportunities to do all kinds of riding if any guys are up for that. And depending on how much interest we have and how much people sign up for it, I have a feeling we can probably expand to fit as many people as we can get. I don't know if he's joking, but I even saw interest from Ian, Speedy Feet, that he might like to come out here. I don't know if it's wishful thinking or if he really would, but man, that would be fantastic. So I think it's going to be a blast. And again, the whole week could be a lot of fun riding. So if you want to take a trip out to California for some EUC riding and experience some of what you've seen in my videos, come on out. It's perfect riding conditions because it's like the sun is trying to come out, but it's just not making it. So, which is okay by me. Other kind of, at least it's interesting news for me, is I put in my papers at work to retire. So my last day of work is going to be December 31st. Actually, my last day of work will probably be a couple weeks before that, but that's my formal retirement date. So I'm going to be getting a lot more riding in, because right now most of this kind of riding, it's limited to the weekend, maybe one day a weekend, because I do have other stuff I need to get done in life. But when you don't have to work ever again, frees up a lot of time. Oh, sand patch. All right. See you later, or maybe a little bit later in this video if I film some more. See you in a bit, guys. I'm coming out of the clouds. You can see over here where I'm heading. Beautiful, huh? There's a reservoir there. I'm headed down to that those roads that you can kind of see. This is really fun. Might hear some popping off in the distance. There's some kind of a big gun range down in this area. Obviously actively in use right now. I don't know. This kind of riding is so fun. Exploring. I've never been on this trail before. And obviously this will be a new trail on my list of many trails that I'll be able to take in the future, or take other people. And there's so many more trails yet for me to explore. I'm sure wherever you live, there's got to be unexplored trails. And the wheels that we have now, last couple years, the battery and the performance and the power, this is just so great. I'm addicted to wheeling, as I'm sure many of you are who are watching this. It's so fun. And now that I'm going to be retired, I actually hope to explore more areas of the country. I can really envision trying one of those, if not cross country, just long rides, 1,000-mile or something like that. Hopefully not by myself. Figure out some way how to make it work logistically. But it's so much more intimate. Motorcycle, I've thought about that. That'd be, I'm sure it'd be just beautiful to ride, to take trips on motorcycle. But there's nothing that can beat the intimacy of our wheels. You don't take trails like this on motorcycles, and all kinds of trails and stuff that are meant for either walking or bicycles maybe. Obviously it's a bit of a slower pace too, so you can more smell the roses, as they say. Getting closer. I've been recharging my battery for quite a while now. It's a steady downhill ride. I think I've gained 5% already since I've been on this trail. It's about 8 miles long, I think, going down. I won't have any battery problems today. All right. See you again in a bit. Yeah, some more beautiful shots now the clouds have been lifting. Look at that view. Absolutely gorgeous. Now tell me, what would you rather be doing? Out riding like this or watching TV? Oh, bit of a landslide here. First one I've come across. Show you that view off to my left. Or landslide. Interesting. I love this exploring though. As long as there aren't too many landslides. That's the beauty of this, exploring. Until someone does it, I don't know what the conditions of the trail are. Google Earth only tells you so much. Sometimes you have to get on the ground. Yeah, but when I make it through here, assuming I do, I'll know. I can. This is a EUC rideable trail. Now if you hear that beeping, that's my high ampere alarm, wheel log, 90 amp. So just like that, I was in a sand trap and you can hear it going off. So it really is, I just think it's good to monitor what your wheel is doing. Because if you didn't know that and you were in a long sand trap, you might think, oh, I can just keep riding through this. And at least if you're on a Gotway wheel, I would encourage you to keep doing that for an extended period of time. Whew. Ow, that hurt a little bit. I think my pedal whacked my ankle. So it's going to be hurting tomorrow, I think. That was basically too much loose gravel at angles. Oh yeah, my ankle hurts. Nothing like getting your ankle whacked by the pedal. Wow, this is really overgrown. Problem is I can't see what's underneath all that bush. Whew. Man, it's so sandy. Now this section would definitely be better with the MSX. I hope any of you guys who are sticking with me on here are enjoying the ride. I love this though. It's just, I mean, it's challenging, but you know, it's not pure fun, but it's challenging, and in my book, that's rewarding when you take on the challenges and it works in the end. And even if it turns out disastrous, at the end of the day, you know, 2 years from now, when you look back at it, you can laugh, and it's a story to add to the collection of your life. Getting a little philosophical here. Getting close to the water. Oh. All right, guys. Talk to you again in a little bit. Well, a little problem here. End of the trail comes to a locked gate. State's prison grounds. There was a T half a mile back with the road that went in another direction. Though according to Google Earth, that didn't make it. So I have no choice, I guess, to give that a try. Wish me luck. Okay, this is the original T in the road. I took the wrong way, hopefully. I sure hope this goes someplace where I can exit. Otherwise I'm going to have to go back to that fence and bang on it, because I just don't want to. It's getting hotter. I don't want it to go all the way back uphill the way I came. This has to go someplace though, as long as it doesn't go up. Oh man, it doesn't look good. Looks like it's going to a water tower tank or something. If I can't get out of here, well, like I said before, this is about exploring. Sometimes it's a failure. If I can't get out of here without banging on the prison gates, I'm screwed. Out of luck. I can see the trail down there where I was. So close, but so far. It's really odd that they would have a trail that goes to a locked gate. Gonna have to go down there and bang on it and see what happens. All right, more to follow. Okay, I'm back at the gate. I'm just gonna hope I can talk to someone, see if there's some way out of here, even if I have to walk it down a footpath. It'd be great if there's a camera around here. I really just can't believe they have us locked at the bottom of a 8-mile trail. Hello? Hello, can anyone help me? I can hear people. I saw someone earlier. I saw a truck drive out of here. Hello? Well, I'm going to camp out here for a while until I see someone. Let's see what happens. Hi.
How long you been hiking for?
I'm really sorry to bother you.
How long you been hiking for?
Well, from Glendora Mountain Road.
Uh-huh.
How
long did it take you?
Well, I'm not hiking. I'm riding this.
Oh, you're riding that?
Downhill. And I didn't see any signs at the top that said this was a closed road.
Oh, really? Yeah,
Is
this is considered, believe it or not, prison grounds.
this is a
Yeah.
this is a prison.
It's a fire camp, a correctional fire camp.
Okay.
But we're a Department of Corrections, so they're considered inmates. They're inmates from a prison,
But yeah.
but lower custody.
Right.
Right.
Google
What did you see
Earth.
up there?
Google Earth didn't.
No, Google
Show
Earth
that
shows
this-
it hooking up to the road.
Yeah.
So where are you going now?
Wow. I want to get to the road.
Oh, is that where your car's at?
It's up top, but
Oh,
I
the
can
road.
get there once I get onto a road.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the road is right here. You follow this,
And it'll
just like
just-
Google Earth tells you,
Right.
and it'll hook up to East Fork Road.
Okay.
If you go that way, you'll hit
Yeah.
Glendora.
Yeah, I know.
Do it that way.
There's no gates though.
Yeah, there's no gates this way.
Okay.
Just go over our bridge and you'll be all right.
Is there any other way out of
No.
here other than this? Basically,
No,
it's just,
there's a trail, but this is it right here as far as Google.
right.
This is gonna be it. We get hikers once in a while
Okay.
that are
Well,
lost or they ran out of water and
right.
they look bad. A couple of times we had to on the other side of the river here. We had to use a helicopter to get them.
Wow.
The water's raging. You want some water? Or
No,
you
no,
good?
I've got water actually. It's just, I really appreciate it.
No problem.
I obviously won't come down here again.
Yeah, try to stay away from these. Believe it or not, we have 100 inmates here.
Yeah.
So,
Well, doesn't look like I should be worried.
for the most part, they're very low custody.
Okay. All right, I will ride this out.
Wow, I never seen one of those things.
It's called electric unicycle.
Oh,
It's like a one-wheeled Segway.
pretty cool. Take it easy.
Thank you. Ah, that's nice. An adventure. Well, it looks like that was the one and only time I will ever ride that trail. Or if I do, it'll be up, down, and back. He was nice though. This is part of St. Gabriel River. I imagine it's probably pretty flooded when it's really raining. All right, guys. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little adventure. Maybe I'll show you one last bit of footage as I'm riding on this road back up into the hills. See you in a bit. Yeah, I think this will be the final video of this series. I'm back up on climbing into the mountains, this time on this nice road. You can see where I was a little while ago, down below here. So I'll tell you, any of you guys who want to enjoy some riding like this with me, come out to the LA Games in October. Spend the week, and this will be one ride we can take, not the trail part, but a beautiful ride like this for probably 25 miles. We'll go to the top of Mount Baldy, have a great lunch, beer or whatever else you want to drink, charge up the wheels a little bit, come on back down. That'll just be one ride, and I think I can come up with a bunch of memorable rides. Just bring a nice wheel with you. So, something to think about. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this little mini adventure, and talk to you later.